Oh my god, it's another episode of GHK. We're starting off with Dan Decker, badass Dan Decker as he's called himself in GHK, taking on Imperfect Isaac Kinley. And you think back in the day when these two were young and up-and-comers in the world of professional wrestling, would have wrestled back in the back on the dying days of TTW, like the early to mid noughties, they would have fought in TTW in its dying days as Perfect Isaac Kinley and the natural Dan Decker, where Dan was really racing up the ranks. Oh my god! Isaac Kinley still shows some of that perfect side from back in the day with those high-flying abilities. We saw even little glimpses of that back when GHK was starting, him pulling out those Hurricane Ranas. Like, I know that doesn't sound impressive, but it was like he would run at someone, flip in the air, and land on their shoulders for a Hurricane Rana. It was genuinely really impressive. And he's still showcasing some of that here against Dan Decker. Maybe little flashes of the past in this one. Oh, here we go, bringing in a steel chair. Oh, Dan, what the fuck were you doing? Don't take your eyes off the prize. Isaac's setting the chair into the corner now. Dan Decker, though. Look at this. Oh, big suplex right there. Isaac's right back up. Of course, he can endure a lot of punishment and keep on going. There we go, into the corner now. And look at this. Oh, right into the leg. Isaac Kinley and Dan Decker, they have both had very long, arduous careers. Isaac Kinley has forged a name for himself in hardcore deathmatch wrestling. Dan Decker, meanwhile, oh my god! Went on to become a multi-time world champion, both in TTW and I believe in Kitsune Kingdom. Safe to say, Dan Decker has proven himself more than capable. I believe he's a 6-time world champion overall. And while he hasn't had those major wins as of recent, we've been seeing some performances where he's really starting to try and re-establish his legacy. And he's doing a damn fine better job of that than Felipe has. Jesus wept. Oh, nice chops there, back and forth here. You can see that Isaac Kinley and Dan Decker back and forth here. Just continuing to chop the shit out of each other right now. Oh! Look at this! Oh my god, neither of them are going to buckle! They're fucking hammering at each other! And neither of them... It was a stalemate! Oh my god, but Isaac Kinley... Whoa! I was going to say Isaac Kinley was able to bounce back quicker because of that durability, but look at Dan Decker go! One of the best in the business. Oh, and it was nearly over right there. God damn, what a match this has been so far. Maybe not the most elegant match that Dan's had lately, but you can see, that these two are absolute... Oh! Poison mist! You can see these two pulling out all their tricks for this one. 1, 2, and there's a kick out. Dan Decker's still in this one. Now rolling out of the ring, trying to recover. You can see that blue mist over Dan Decker's face. Here comes Isaac Kinley now. With the kendo stick. Oh my god. Swinging it around. Slamming the kendo stick down. Oh, and again. All trying again, but Dan Decker dodging and managing to finally disarm Isaac Kinley. Imperfect Isaac Kinley. You see all those scars from the many death matches he's had. Oh, God. No, wait a minute. Oh, rip breaker. These two are beating the dog shit out of each other. Absolutely no mercy shown whatsoever. A standing moonsault. I know Isaac Kinley looking... Oh, my God. I think he's looking for the mandible claw, isn't he? He is! He's got the mandible claw on the outside! It's not full scan anywhere. He won't win there, but I think he might have just ruined Dan Decker's chances of winning right there. The crowd are... they are salivating at this match. They're foaming at the mouth. What's Isaac looking for now? Oh my god. He's pulling out the ladder. I think I know what devilish plans he's got. There it is. He's bridged the ladder. No doubt got some fucking nefarious plans here against Dan Decker. Oh! Dando with that steel chair shot was able to get back some momentum here. Irish whip against the ropes. Oh, but the kick was caught by Isaac Kinley. Whoa, wait a minute. Boom! God, the force of that kick. 1, 2. But a kick out, though. Isaac Kinley. You know, he's been gone a while, but he's showing he's still one of the hardiest motherfuckers around. And now, look at this. Dan Decker, though, lifting up Isaac Kinley, going for Snake Eyes. I mean, do you think that Snake Eyes is really going to do anything? Or is this just a chance for Dan Decker to try and build up that momentum? Oh, look at this now. Oh, inverted suplex. Isaac Kinley's rolling out of the ring now. And Dan Decker, what's he thinking? He's watching Isaac Kinley here. Is he going to wait for Isaac Kinley, or is he deciding that... No, he's going to wait for Isaac Kinley to get back in the ring. He's grabbed that steel chair again. Oh, and busting open Isaac Kinley. And putting it right back in case he needs it later. Look at that. He is waiting out Isaac Kinley right now. Oh, there goes Dan Decker to the outside now. And Isaac Kinley pacing around. Oh, but Isaac Kinley isn't going to show the same patience that Dan Decker's been showing. He wants to get back to business here. Sledgehammer in hand. Oh, but Dan Decker rushing in. Right and left. Release belly-to-belly suplex. Oh, my God. Oh, into the ladder. Back and forth these two are going. They know how bad it could be if one of them gets dropped onto that ladder. When it's bridged like that, that thing is fucking metal. Oh, wait a minute, look at this. Oh, the wheelbarrow stunner. And now looks like Dan Decker going to give Isaac a taste of his own medicine. Oh my God, look at this. Oh my God. The crowd chanting one more time. Isaac Kinley seeing God after that kick. And I can tell you this, Isaac will not be going through those pearly gates. Oh, there's the trash can. Oh, Isaac, Dan's changed plans here. What's he thinking? Maybe he's thinking he can finish this once and for all. Oh God, no, he's going for the arm. Oh my God. The crowd are solidly behind this one. Isaac Kinley rising slowly to his feet, but looks like he may be running on empty now. Oh, nice drop down. And now look at that. Pulling on the arm. Could rip it out of the socket there. Rolling over for the pin now. Is it over? 1, 2, 3. Dan Decker wins. Badass Dan Decker beating Imperfect Isaac Kinley in our opening match. And you can see right there, Dan Decker standing tall, standing proud in this one. After a hard-fought performance, he absolutely gave it 110% in this one. And the crowd, they're definitely appreciating these two here. Moving on to the next match now, I believe it's tables elimination. We've got Barry Tanner, Fred Lane, who's already spitting out poison mist, Hubert Constantine, Scarecrow, and the original Beast of Bedlam, Mad Boar. And now, sliding that table in under the ring. And there, Fred Lane doing the same thing. Oh, here we go now. Oh, and a great rear clothesline from Scarecrow. Now, obviously, the way to eliminate your opponent is to send them through a table. And you can see there, Scarecrow trying, but no dice. If you send your opponent through a table, it's game, set, match. Oh, nice shot there. And, oh my God, the strength of Scarecrow. Now remember, Barry Tanner He's getting set up for a big, big match at Hall of Glory. He's going to be fighting for the GHK World title. Oh, now here we go. Snake Eyes. There goes Madball, by the way, slamming into Barry Tanner. Oh, the second poison mist. This is one thing I've learned about Fred Lane. He somehow keeps so much poison mist in them lungs. It's insane. I'm surprised he doesn't go into oxygen deprivation, how much capacity those lungs take up just for poison mist. Who knows how many times he's going to do it in this match. Oh, I could see him making the movements as well. He wanted to do a third one. There, Barry Tanner slamming Fred Lane into the thing. And what a lariat there. But look at this. Madball with a choke slam. It's a Hubert Constantine. We have 3 other TTW wrestlers here. We got Fred Lane, Hubert Constantine, and the original Beast of Bedlam, Madball. What a slam there from Barry Tanner. And now look at that, punching away at the head of Madball. Oh, Madball. Oh, look at that though. Fred Lane going for the back of Hubert Constantine. The Constantines, meanwhile, are at war right now. Kevin and exciting. That's going to be another match that we see at Hall of Glory. And of course, Barry Tanner, his mentor, Theodore Cornwall, will be fighting Curtis Burton in a match that will determine the future of GHK. Oh, there's the third poison mist. This time to Scarecrow. Barry Tanner set up a table. I think we're seeing the end of Madball in this one. Oh, here we go. Into the corner. What's Barry thinking here? Oh, Madball managing to escape there. Oh, fucking hell, he punched the bloody table out. And now Barry grabbing that table again, looking to set it back up again. Here we go. Nice work there. Now grabbing a hold of Madball. Here we go. And now... oh no. He's going to do the chokeslam to Madball. Through a table! Oh, the first elimination! Oh my god. And already Barry setting up the second table in this match. In comes Fred Lane. And you can see no time is being wasted by Barry Tanner. Oh my god. Barry, like, as much as I dislike him and dislike that he stands behind Theodore Cornwall, I also... oh, the table didn't break! It only collapsed! That's not going to count! I was going to say, like, as much as I dislike Barry Tanner, I can't deny he has been on an absolute tear as of late. He could very well walk out of Hall of Glory the next GHK World Champion. Oh my god! Driving down! And now an Irish whip over the ropes to the outside. There is a very real chance Barry Tanner will continue this upward trajectory. Oh, what a clothesline! And now Irish whip. Oh, ripcord lariat. Oh, did you see that? Through the table at Hubert. Hubert through the table at Barry, sorry. Oh my god, I'm getting confused. There's 4 tables and 4 wrestlers. You only need 3. Oh, what a launch there by Barry Tanner. Starting to pull out some new moves. Oh god, here we go, Fred Lane. Rushing over. Oh! The old man. Oh, with a 4th poison mist. But Barry, look at this! He shielded the worst of it from his eyes. But look at that, you can see, still see, it took a moment for him to get back up. That poison mist still took its toll on him. But Barry Tanner, 4, like, oh my god. Fred Lane, sorry, did 4 poison mists in this match. Oh god, Hubert Constantine. Oh no. Did you see Fred Lane actually was trying to help Barry? Saved Barry from elimination. Even with how shaky things seem to be between Barry, Fred and Theodore after everything, you can still tell that Fred clearly has some fondness for Barry Tanner. Wants to help him out a little bit, even if at the end they're going to have to eliminate each other if they end up being the last two. Oh my god, wait a minute, there goes Scarecrow! It looks like Fred Lane's going to be the one to get rid of Barry! There they go! There's shards of table all over this ring. It's down to two TCW legends, Fred Lane and Hubert Constantine. Atomic drop! I think Fred Lane was trying to... Oh my god! I think Fred Lane was trying to help Barry Tanner, but Barry was like, no, we are fighting. So Fred was like, alright, if we're going to fight, we're going to fight. Whoa! What a slam there from the patriarch of the Constantine clan. God damn, you can see that Fred is out of it. Looking under the ring now. Grabbing a table. Another fucking table. All Fred Lane here. Irish whip, ducking under. And a big takedown. Oh my goodness. Setting up the table now. But the table, what happened to it? Oh, a fifth poison mist. Oh my god. That is, like, this is the thing about Fred Lane. He was never, he never relied on crazy moves like that would require him, like, he can wrestle a similar style to what he did back in his heyday. So he hasn't lost, sure, he may not be as strong anymore or as nimble, so stuff like that discus forearm was probably even more impactful back in his heyday, but he could still knock people out with it. And of course, he's not run out of capacity to do 50 poison mists in a match. Safe to say, Fred Lane is still just as much as, I'd say arguably, almost just as much a threat now as he was back then. Oh, look at that, grabbing the table once again. Oh, swinging it down at Hubert Constantine. He's one of those legends that, had a simple enough gimmick, had a simple enough moveset that even into his old age, he can still do a lot of the stuff that people know him for. Sure, he's not going to wow anyone a lot of the time, apart from the Poison Mist thing, but he's not going to wow people with, like the Platinum Pete Dan Decker style where, despite them getting older, they're still fucking immaculate, up there with the best of them. But Fred Lane is still, if you enjoyed Fred Lane back in the day, in the 80s and 90s, if you enjoyed him back then, you're going to enjoy him now because his style hasn't really changed. Oh, look at this. Trying to go for a big splash. And did he try to do the splits in the air? What the fuck was that, Hubert? Oh, God. Oh, no, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Oh, God, gotta go for a suplex through the table. Hubert is eliminated. Fred Lane wins. Fred Lane wins. Oh, the crowd are actually surprisingly behind Fred Lane here. The old man still knows how to kick some ass, apparently. Good lord, 5 poison mists in one match as well. I do not envy anyone who has to be in the ring with this old coot. Alright, it's time for the final match of the night. It's Curtis Burton, who is fighting for the future of GHK, taking on Storm System Worldwide's Nuke. Nuke, who recently absolutely obliterated Jim Blanc. We haven't been seeing a lot of Nuke lately, but we're starting to see more of him again. Nuke is big, he's imposing, he's got one of the best punches in the business. We talk about some of the best strikers, right? Nuke is someone who, oh man, he's less, it's not that he's not got an overall moveset of being one of the best strikers. He seems to have invested all of his points. It's a case of if we talk about someone like Daniel Hagen or The Nightmare, or even someone like Jason Motor Phelps, these are people who, they've practiced 1,000 punches or 1,000 kicks, but they've practiced them to such a degree that they're overall one of some of the best strikers in the business. But then you take someone like Nuke. This is the kind of person Bruce Lee would have been scared of, because this is the man who practiced one punch 1,000 times. That puncher kill everything is genuinely one of the most lethal strikes in the business. And Curtis Burton, if he wants to win this match, is going to have to do everything in his damn power to avoid its wrath. Rushing over there with that big boot. But look at this now. Up. And look at that. Slamming Nuke down. Oh, now series of punches there to Nuke. Good God. This is crazy right here. Oh, now here we go. Look at this. Belly to belly. Driving down Nuke. Oh, nice shot to the side of the head. And again, taking down Nuke. And you can see right now, Curtis Burton going to the outside. What is he thinking? What's he planning? Curtis Burton's got a steel chair. Curtis Burton is a large, large fella. If he ends up in charge at GHK, I think back to, like, the only person I can think of who was of a similar stature with power in professional wrestling. Oh, holy shit! No, my God, through the burning table! Holy shit! I can't. What the fuck was I talking about? That was so sudden. Oh my God. Oh, I remember now. Okay, so if I was to think of anyone who was that size, who had power in professional wrestling, I think of good old Gorilla Monsoon. Now, of course, Gorilla Monsoon was much older than Curtis Burton. But it does make me wonder what the future is for Curtis. I can't imagine he will forever hang up the boots. I imagine there will still be times he gets in the ring. But, Curtis must realise the sacrifice he's going to have to make here. Unless he wants to do a Theodore Cornwall style of tyranny, he is no doubt going to have to take a back seat. Any opportunities he has for titles is going to be so much slimmer now to basically almost being impossible. I'm not saying he'll never win a title again if he gets control of GHK, but because he'll be running the company, he won't have the time to focus as much on being in the ring. He is sacrificing what could be a fruitful career because he is that passionate about the business. While Theodore wants to mold GHK into his own image, and while I'm sure Theodore would love to be the world champion, he would force everyone to go along with this plan. Curtis is potentially willing to sacrifice any future world championship opportunity. He's not saying he could never be world champion, but like I said, it's damn near impossible if he gets in charge. But he's doing it because he believes in GHK that much that he's willing to sacrifice those opportunities to get GHK to that next level. That shows a lot of just how much Curtis cares about GHK. I've been talking to people in the locker room, and whether they like or dislike Curtis, if the people who dislike Curtis, a lot of them would rather Curtis over Theodore, to give you an idea on what the sentiment is. And the people who like Curtis, of course, spoke to me about the passion he shares for what GHK provides, believing that it is a true alternative. There's a kick out there. That is a true alternative to the other shows on the VGIW channel. In a way that Canadian Destroyer Promotions, Kitsune Kingdom can never be, providing something that even VGIW cannot provide. And that Curtis Burton might be what they need to help GHK just that little bit more to continue to blossom and grow. Now, Curtis Burton has been keeping very quiet about what his exact plans are, but apparently, well, I know he's had some talks with VGIW, and so there's definitely some, clearly some big plans are in the works. Whoa! Sliding under the ring into Nuke, taking him out. So I got to tell you, I mean, I've already been rooting for Curtis Burton, but I am definitely excited for what that may entail. Big smack there across the chest, and Nuke lying on the ladder here. Oh my God, Curtis! No, this big. He's like 6'10", or he's 6'9", 6'10". He's flying high. Oh my God! Curtis Burton! Look at this! If these are some of his last performances as a full-time wrestler, he is giving it 110% in these. Oh my god, the sledgehammer! Repeatedly, he's gonna break the ribs of Nuke! Oh, look at that. Big flip right there. You know, given that, like I said, while there is always a chance Curtis Burton could win the GHK World title in the future if he takes over, the fact that it may be next to impossible means that Curtis Burton will, of course, you know, for the great good of GHK, give up the opportunity of ever winning the GHK World title. And you've got to think that on its own has to be a bitter pill for him to swallow. And that kind of tells you how much he cares if he feels that it's worth it. Look at this! Slamming down! Will this be a sign of what we see at Hall of Glory? No! Kick out! Grabbing the steel chair. The crowd chanting, fight forever. Oh! Curtis Burton has been throwing everything at Nuke, but Nuke keeps on fighting. Oh, here we go. Up in the air. That classic rib breaker. Oh, here we go now. 1, 2, 3. And the match is over. Curtis Burton wins. Thank you so much for watching this episode of GHK. If you enjoyed, please be sure to leave a like on the video, subscribe for more, hit the notification bell, comment down below your favourite match, and if you could share this video with your friends, that'd be massively appreciated. We'll see you next time.